right, ready? Okay. 5:31 p.m. Calling the meeting of the April 9th Board of Health to order.
Okay, Madam Chair.
Yes.
If I could just elicit here, we have been, and for the public's FYI, because we unfortunately did not have cable last time.
Right.
So we have been working on new tobacco regs.
Correct.
And that's kind of a small thing, I guess you'd say, because they cover many things besides not just those nasty, rotten cigarettes that people smoke. It comes to vaping.
Yep.
And all these little things that those nasty people do to get children addicted to this. It's all about them selling their product and money. So we had our Joan Hamlin, our Tobacco Alliance person here, and we talked about, we went over these, we reviewed them many times, she made suggestions, and we came up with a date, forgetting that that's the day, April 16th is of course Marathon Day. Not that any of us at this table plan, well, I'm speaking for myself, I don't plan to run.
I might at the last minute.
Yes.
Do a Rosie Ruiz.
So what we'll have to do is change that date, and what is the date you've come up with?
So the date that is available is Monday, April 30th.
Okay.
And it is available, the room is available, Joan is available.
Excellent.
Joan can get one of the Tobacco Alliance attorneys to come on that night.
Oh, good.
So the last thing to be done was for me to check with, of course, my fellow board members and make sure that you're in favor of moving to the 30th.
Absolutely.
We'll do it.
Because I think one of the things we said that night is once you get through April, we've got town meeting and everything, then we've got Memorial Day parade and all that. So beyond that, it would be too late.
Right.
To
you
do
start
anything.
getting summer vacations.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
So that would be April 30th.
And you're good with that, Trish?
Yeah.
Okay.
And still be at 6:30?
At 6:30.
So the time is different, okay.
No, we had
it's
6:30.
6:30, we were gonna,
we were gonna do
not a
6:30
regular
before.
5:30 meeting.
Right.
To give.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we won't have a Board of Health meeting that night. We'll just do
that.
Yeah, just do the public hearing. So tomorrow, then I'll contact Carly, let her know to definitely lock in that date. I'll contact Joan, let her know we're good for that date, and then she does the going out to all of the.
She said
currently
she'd do
licensed.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
But
the posting will be taken care of through Carly instead of
Yes,
instead
Carly is
of,
going to,
Jane.
Yeah, she's going to help me with that. So I'm going to get the wording from Joan, and then Carly said that she'll help me with getting it into the
Getting in the newspaper.
Yes.
Because, we need to get it. It has to be in twice.
Well, she said it only needs to be in once because I think she said that's because it's not zoning or planning.
That's right.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
They did say something about that. Joan said that, I think.
Yes, Joan did say that, but I will verify.
Posting on
That with her.
the 6th and the 13th. Wait a minute.
Well, that's when it was going to be on.
Right.
Oh,
That's
when it was going to be the
Exactly,
6th. So
yeah.
so that
Yeah.
it'll be just this one time then.
Well, or we'll do 2 times just to. I don't know. I really hate to do this and miss something because it's not posted twice. Or I'll ask Robert just to weigh in on it. So what I would be shooting for then is the 20th, probably, and the 27th.
The 20th
Would be
and
the 2 postings. Yeah.
So So you're doing it in the, whatever, voice?
Yeah, whatever it's
Yeah.
called now.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the voice. So, okay, good. So everything else is continuing here as, no change to the proposed,
Hosting, so
regulation
be the
changes. It's
20th.
just that date.
And 27th, okay.
Now, to show the material, I did not make it upstairs before they closed that office. So there could be the show the material up there. I don't know.
You don't have a key?
It's a different office now.
No, it's the same office it's been for the past.
No, I haven't had a key to that office. I had a key to when we were in the single office.
Yeah. Oh, I did. Well, no,
Right,
I
but I
didn't
don't-
know that.
No, yeah, I don't. So I'll check on that during the week though, and see if there's anything up there that, I need to take care of. If it's something that, we need to act on as a board, I will let you know, and there's always the possibility that we could, on the 30th, if we have to, we could convene at 5:30 if there's anything
Before.
that we really need to do. Yeah, before the public hearing.
Well, one of the things, and again, that I had said was that I was going to give an update from my executive board meeting on the 29th.
Yes.
So whether you want to do this at beforehand or at 6 o'clock instead of 5:30, I don't know what you want to do on the 30th.
We could have.
Or we can have our regular meeting first and then do the public.
Yeah, we could.
Have our regular meeting at 5:30.
Yep.
And
Yep.
if we get through in
Yeah.
quarter
then we-
past, take a 15-minute recess and then
Yep.
start the public hearing.
That's probably not a bad idea. Do you want to plan on that?
Yes.
Do you want to plan on doing a
Sure.
5:30 meeting?
Yeah,
Okay,
because-
all right, all right.
An hour is plenty.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. And one of the things there will be let me show the quarterly meeting update.
Because I do want to go over that.
Yes. Okay.
And I think that
Okay.
you should ask the town manager's office for a key to that because generally they are here
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
5-ish, but I think you should have a key to get in there.
Yeah, I'm going to come in during the day.
Yes.
One day this week, and just so that I can see if there's any, Neshoba stuff up there that requires our attention.
And if she left in a hurry, it should be on the message machine up there that until such and such a date with any problems to notify the Neshoba Associated Boards of Health.
Yeah, that's another thing that Carly is helping me out with. Anything, that would normally go to Jane is going to go to Bridget. I'll check and see
But
if there's
I
a
would want
message
it
on
to
the
be
phone.
on the phone though, because if she took
Yeah.
off in a hurry, she might not have done that. And that until and just list the date.
Yeah, I'll check and see what's up there.
Yeah.
And there was an email that went out from Kylie just throughout town hall saying that already, that if there's anything, that needs Board of Health attention until the 23rd to go through Bridget, just send it directly.
Well,
to Bridget.
and the 23rd is voting day, so
Yeah.
people will be busy with that.
Yeah.
What about on this agenda, animal inspector reappointment?
Done. It's done.
Oh,
Carlene, yep,
you did it.
Yep, it's done. Carlene signed the paper, it's been notarized, it's done. I just wanted to note
Put it on there.
here that,
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know that
Okay.
has been done. Okay, so then we're kind of already on temporary coverage, and it's Bridget, so she's,
Yeah.
going to deal with anything. And then as far as administrative stuff, like getting things in the newspaper, Carly
It's gonna help.
is going to help with that. I'm dealing with Joan Hamlet. Bridget, I saw an email today from Bridget being in the office that she is opening the mail. Application for chickens came in. So I saw that she had emailed Carlene and asked her, could she go out and do the inspection? So I think things are,
Now, this is
right.
a brand new place?
It's a new one, yeah. Yeah. I think she said Robbins Street? Is it
Robbins Road. Robbins Road.
Is that-
On 110.
Here we are. Let's see.
Yeah, you know where Bennett's Crossing is there? Yeah,
Oh,
Robbins
yeah.
Road is.
12 Robbins Road.
And this is a
So-
brand new one?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I thought we had
It's for
somebody.
2 chickens.
Oh, I thought we had.
just 2 chickens. So that's kind of,
So
what
this
we're
is
doing.
done.
Okay, everybody's,
email or
Picking that
call
up. Yeah,
me, yeah,
that's
if, or Bridget,
right.
if anything goes on between now and then, and I'm certainly hoping Jane will be back on the 23rd. She said, I don't remember if you were here, she said she had done the minutes from the last meeting, and this is wonderful that we're being taped, because then she can do the minutes for this meeting by watching the tape. I don't have any mail or bills.
Just can I backtrack a minute? When we were talking about, and when we had tentatively thought we were going to have this public hearing on the 16th,
Yes.
paper was supposed, remember we were going to send a notice around to all boards
Yep.
and get
Yes.
any comment on that?
Yep. And I'm still going to do that as well.
So that
Yeah.
particular sheet needs
That's
to
that
go
form that-
around.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would think that there should be a few committees. I know that the Parks Department was one
Yeah.
that was interested before, and with all these new, and it's considerable from our last one.
Yeah.
Then I would think that
Yeah.
we need to get some comments, so that's kind of important.
Yeah, I think so too. Robert said he would be there. So we'll have, now, does he become town manager after the election? or-
Yeah, it's kind of from what, and this is deviating a little, but it's all part of town government. So
Right.
from what we learned when Representative Benson was here at the last selectmen's meeting, that it had been, I believe, it had gone through the House and the Senate, but it was on governor's desk to sign.
Okay.
So,
So it's not tied to anything that happens in the town at this point?
no,
It's
that
just
was all
the
done.
The governor
That-
signs and
That
then
was
it's-
all done,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Okay, so whether he is town administrator or town manager
It's
on the 3rd,
insignificant.
either way, it's still Robert and he will
Yeah.
be there.
Okay.
So,
this-
mail, I will check when I come in. I'll also check bills, and if there are any bills that absolutely need to be paid, can't wait for us to sign on April 30th, then I'll somehow,
Well,
work out getting everybody to sign.
Other than tomorrow, when I'll be without a car because I'm having a tune-up. If you come in on a Wednesday and you needed a bill signed, just give me a call
Yeah.
and I can shoot down here and sign it.
Okay.
If it's a matter of that, I'm trying to think when did we pay our last quarterly at Neshoba Board of Health? I don't
We-
remember.
We signed.
We signed the
Once.
budget.
No, I think we actually didn't we sign a bill also fairly recently? I'm not sure.
That I don't know.
That would be a big one. So that's one that we would all want to sign. But I'll see what's in.
But even
in the
if
pile.
Tricia is at work, as long as two of us,
Oh, okay.
you know,
All right.
that's
Okay.
what I mean to be, because it
Yeah.
would have to be legal.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
All right.
home
I'll
by-
take care of that.
I'm
and
home
let
by
you know.
4.
Okay.
Ever.
All right. No problem. So I'm gonna check on this. Neshoba material, mail review, bills. As I said, Carlene
Yeah.
has done her reappointment. The paperwork's all taken care of. Miscellaneous.
Can,
Anybody have anything?
well, can we, and you were really jumping to summer. I saw this agenda for.
Oh, I know.
I-
It's not June 11th. It's
Yeah.
May 11th.
I don't think it's,
You don't think it's May 11th? I was probably looking at the
No.
wrong month on my
no,
calendar.
May,
for
isn't that
goodness
town
sake.
meeting?
May 11th?
We have a date in May, but it's not, I'm positive it's not that.
It's not?
May
If that's-
11th May 11th is a Thursday.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
gosh. I must have been looking at
Whatever
the
the
wrong darn
Monday,
month.
whatever the first Monday.
Oh, my gosh.
We have a date in May, but that's not important right now.
Okay.
What number?
Can't stay out of my
What
own
number,
way.
Robin?
Oh, it must have been the 7th.
Yeah, 7th.
Monday, May
would be the next
7th?
one.
Okay. All right. May
What,
7th.
what date was it when you told me on the chicken permits? I just wanted the, what the address, Robbins Road?
12.
12 Robbins,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because if we're going to do the first Monday in
'Cause
May.
April and May are usually dates that we change. Normally, we only
Yeah.
usually have one meeting because of town elections and everything, and then in May, because of town meeting, we switch our dates that they're not the 2nd and 4th.
What is the date for town meeting?
The following, the 14th.
The 14th. Okay. All right, got it. Yeah. then we
Elections are the
definitely wanna do that.
23rd.
Yes, of April.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Boy, I have no idea what was I looking. Yeah, I was looking at June because
That's
June
why it
11th
does
is a.
June. Okay.
We
I'm
when
rushing
good
it.
weather comes, we don't want to rush it through like that.
I know we only want to do that in the winter.
Yeah.
Any other miscellaneous that we need to take care of? This could be like the fastest meeting I have ever
Let me
chaired.
look, what were we talking about last week that never made it to?
You have there is a RAB meeting.
Thursday night is a RAB meeting.
And I did see that Lori Nearing sent out emails to, just make people aware that this is an important one because we're going to talk about PFOAs and
Okay.
so
But that's
forth. So
kind of already been decided as to
What
what
they-
they were going to do.
yeah, what they're going to talk about, yeah.
But I'm saying that's what Mr. Wetzel made
That's
clear at the selectmen's meeting, that
Yeah.
the decision has already been made. And I told him, I said that was a very good letter that he sent
Yeah,
out
it was.
to the
yeah.
residents.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you get yours?
Oh, sure,
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
got
we
it.
all got
Oh,
them.
yeah, it went to every house.
Yeah, I thought it was very good too. Yeah. So we'll put an update from that on the
30th.
agenda for the
And my-
30th. Yeah,
my
quarterly
meeting.
meeting update and RAB updates.
What's today? Today's the 9th, so the RAB meeting is the
12?
12th of the 11th.
Yeah.
Okay. The 12th.
And then if there is one in the summer, I'll go to it with you because I don't have German ends for me on like May 11th, and then it doesn't start up again until September, I think.
Okay.
So but sometimes they'll take that summer one and say, well, let's do it in the fall because people are on vacation and
Right.
so
They
forth.
won't get
But
the attendance that they
yeah.
would like, so.
but whatever the date is, if it's a date, if any of them fall on a date when I can go, I will.
Mhm.
And the other thing I thought we could do is we usually, we always organize the board
After
right
election.
after the election. We could either, and we don't really have to decide this now, but we could do the reorganizing at the 5:30, or we could hold it until the next,
I would not be
meeting
in
to get
favor
through
of
the
doing
public
it
hearing.
before the public hearing.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, yeah.
And
is-
I said the same thing in a prior year when somebody else was chair. I
We-
think the
yeah.
person that's been in charge when we started doing all this
Yeah.
should follow through with the public hearing.
I think we had the exact same situation a few years
Yes.
ago, didn't we? Where it
Yes.
was
Yes.
right after the election, there was
We
a
had-
public hearing. for
Which is
something,
usually
yeah.
when we want to do them because we don't
Yeah.
want to get into, as we said,
Yeah,
the summer months.
Yeah, exactly.
If we have a few minutes tonight,
We do.
maybe we could review and just look over and see if there's, we didn't vote on this, remember that. This was, we made a few couple of little changes.
Right.
But
Yeah.
we didn't
One
vote
with her,
for
yes.
per se.
No.
Right. That is true. So the things in here that were, there were a couple of spots where we had to fill in the blank with what we wanted. And I believe they both had to do with the age.
Well,
If I'm not mistaken.
I'm taking this where she says sample regulations on the very first page
Okay.
here,
Yep,
and the blue
yes.
is the new.
Right.
The black is what we already have,
Right.
so I can tell you that personally for me, I would go right down to number 9 and put that age up to 21.
That's what we told her to do. So that was there was
Well, but we didn't really vote on it. We were just,
Right.
remember the fellow that was here
yeah, that's
didn't
true.
like
We did
it.
have
We
a,
didn't vote on it.
We
Yeah.
didn't vote on
I,
it.
I probably said
yeah, yeah.
I like it going at to 21, and he was doing his best to talk us out of it. But I would like to personally make a motion right now so that we get it done, that minimum legal sales age for tobacco products, I'd like us to move that from our current 18 to 21.
I second, with some reservation, understanding the conversation that we had last time with.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So here's how we could do that motion is to go in, to make our proposed regulation going into the public hearing, 21.
Right.
Anything can happen in the public hearing. If we get enough pushback, if we have rethought it, we can change our, wording of anything in this regulation based on the outcome of the public hearing. That's what the public
So-
hearing is kind of
Right,
for in a
so
way.
what we vote on tonight is not set in stone if we're gonna go to a public hearing and have public input and discussion.
I'd
it's
suggest,
kinda-
I would suggest that we amend the motion to say that our regulation as it's presented at the public hearing is going to be 21. That's
Okay.
our feeling
So that's the
at this
wording.
point.
Well,
Yeah.
why would you think that we need to keep it to 18?
After listening to this gentleman here, some of it, I get that. I don't know how much of a deterrent it will be, just like with the alcohol and anything else. I'm wondering how much control and how much of a deterrent it will really be. I agree, Mary, health-wise, but that's where I have that
That's where I'm
Thought that-
kind of on the fence too.
Yes.
I mean, personally, I think the age should be about 55.
I know, but
But-
and then that's, really, how much of a deterrent?
Right, exactly.
That was what I was thinking.
And it is that thought of if you can't get it at this
at this
shop in
place, you're
Ayer,
gonna
then
go
you're
to
just
another
gonna
place.
drive to Shirley, or gonna drive to the next
But
place down the road.
when I think back to when we first did them, a lot of people said, oh, why do you need to have regulations? Oh, they'll always get them. Well, we put the regulations in, and except for a few complaints about, shall we say, town workers smoking
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
while they were working, which violates the state law because you can't do it in any property that's owned by the
Right.
municipality.
Right.
So
Right.
people didn't understand. We basically had no problem.
Yeah.
So if we didn't have a problem at 18, why would we think that boosting it to 21, where so many of our other cities and towns have pushed it up to 21, and others are going to? A couple of the local communities, Joan even told us, had unfortunately had to reschedule their meetings because of the winter storm that went on forever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Storm. So
We do have
I'm
in
just
our
looking
it's
Which ones are?
which ones are 21? So it's the one that says municipalities with the MLSA minimum legal sales age of 21. That's Mary in the
it's probably in this
What page is it?
statute.
they're not- no, it's close to it's almost the last
Oh,
page.
okay.
Almost the last page.
Oh, right here, the last one?
Yeah.
And effective
Yeah.
dates.
Yes.
All right,
So if we look at the towns around us, I was just noticing Harvard, and I saw.
I don't even think I have that material.
This one, Mia.
No,
No?
I'm looking through it.
Let
I
me
might-
see if I have another by any chance. I might be able to give you one.
I know I saw that, and maybe I didn't pick it up to bring it with me. Because I do remember looking at that before.
No, I don't have an extra of
I probably,
that one.
I probably have it at home, because I do remember looking at it
Yeah.
and
Well, I'll
seeing all
share.
the,
I'll share with you then for. The type is awfully small, but
It is small.
let me see what it looked like to begin with. What,
on the front. It's a packet with a bunch of.
Looks like this.
Yeah.
Comparison
No, I-
information for other
I don't.
towns.
But I do remember seeing that, so maybe I just didn't
All right, so let me see.
put it
Harvard.
in.
Up at Harvard, I found.
Harvard went last December.
Yep.
Groton.
Groton was last October. I don't see Littleton.
Is Shirley on here?
I don't see
I don't see
Shirley.
Shirley. So what would that mean? So they would be 18.
Yeah.
Littleton?
Townsend?
Littleton's
I didn't see
not on here.
Littleton, no.
Townsend
I'm gonna
and
have to
Pepperell.
follow up with that at home.
Townsend is September of 16, and
Okay.
Pepperell is,
I know practically all our surrounding communities either
Pepperell's not in there.
Yeah.
had it or were about to.
Yeah, the only one that's the close, our neighbor is Shirley, and they're not, we have Harvard and Groton, but not Shirley,
And not Littleton.
and not Littleton, right?
Yeah. So that's kind of an interesting split. So there's a couple towns where it's one, a couple towns where it's another. Just looking, I was looking at the dates too for like what towns have
Mm-hmm.
done this very recently.
Was it Stowe that had to reschedule that we're gonna vote it? I thought he.
Stowe was,
Well, Stowe is on here.
Stowe's on here for June 1st of
No,
17.
then it was one of the local
Is it Bolton? They're not on here.
I don't know. I know that,
Well, Groton and Harvard were October and December of 17, so they were pretty recent.
yeah.
Now, Shirley, I don't know if this is still the case or not, but when I went into it's like traffic circle or liquors.
Dickies?
The liquor store right off of,
Yes.
not the jack-o'-lantern one that's right off
Oh,
the
the one
rotary.
off Barnum?
The one off Barnum.
Oh, okay.
right.
I thought you meant the, yeah.
No. So I went in there a couple of years ago because Jane had said, there's a liquor store over there, and I believe they sell, what liquor store doesn't sell cigarettes?
Right.
And we don't have a license. So I said, okay. So I went in there and I talked to the fellow who ran it, and he said he didn't know that we had a regulation because he has another store in Shirley and they don't have a regulation for tobacco.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if they still don't have a regulation. And if you don't have a regulation, then you default to whatever the state says, and the state is 18 at this point.
Okay. Well, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But they did have legislation, and somebody had brought it up, I think, in committee about making it all 21 throughout the state. And that would have made things very much easier.
Yeah.
But like everything right now, they're too busy, a lot of them, amending
Yeah.
the budget and then thinking about getting reelection, reelected. And everybody around is, of course, now running for Donohue's seat in the state senate. So
Well, and I think the tobacco,
that probably
lobbying,
that
it
won't-
perks the ears up,
Oh, of
ears
course
up.
it
I
does.
think
Of course
whenever a
it
state
does.
starts talking about
Yeah.
this. So we have 351, I think, cities and towns.
that is correct.
There's only
And
165 on here.
165. So it's about a little under half of
That went up,
that have
that went to
that have
21. And this was November of 17.
Yes. Now, she does say here that I think what she has said before is this down below where it says population at 21. That's a little vague what that means. But I think I've heard her explain before that what she's trying to say there is that 67.8% of the state's residents live in communities with the 21.
Okay.
So
Right.
it's roughly half of towns, but it's 2/3 of the people. 2/3 of the residents live
Okay.
under the 21. And then there's a couple here that have it at 19. Hingham and Newbury.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And a couple states, California, Hawaii, Maine, New Jersey, Oregon, also New York City and Chicago. So,
I'm not interested in what they're doing in the left coast. At all.
oh, why doesn't that surprise me, Mary?
God.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that,
Hey, they were just last place in a survey on quality of life. They came in 50th
wow.
in California.
Wow.
Wow.
We'll concentrate here. So
Oh
my
my
change
gosh.
still,
I know.
still believe
I know.
that.
Yeah.
But thank you for breaking down the data so that,
Yeah,
we can have the conversation at least.
I think the idea of a public hearing is to hear what the public has to
Right.
say. And if
Right.
there's a compelling argument that sways us one way, or the other, and it could change our opinion too. Right now, I believe it should be 21 too, but I'm open to hearing what
Well,
people have to say.
I think
about
it's odd too. Where did we get this 19? Can you come up with your own number?
it. Yeah, sure you can. Yep.
what, excuse me, else we were looking at?
Well,
was
did we
something-
finish though?
Well, that's,
Well,
I mean,
that-
nobody is going to change my mind
Right.
on that.
Yep, got it.
I think, I don't think any of these have any redeeming value, and I will keep my,
You keep
Then-
your,
Yeah,
your
yeah,
but
yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Mary's-
but now, what else that we were talking about too is, remember we were discussing the number we had in this town in,
Yep,
I think we had, somebody said 70, somebody else said 17, somebody
Yeah.
thought 21,
yep.
and there's some language in here
Yeah,
about
there is, but
how
hang on. We started with a motion.
Yeah, I want
Yeah,
to
and a
finish.
And a second.
Well, I asked, you didn't second it.
No, I started to second to Mary, but then I wanted to make sure that I think we should go that way. I think as long as we know that there's room for, but it's not set in stone, and that night with the public input, I'd like to leave it open. So where Mary is making the motion for it to be 21, and I was going to second it, but then,
Now, you can amend,
I will, my
okay,
motion
so
is
your motion
21.
is 21.
but you can amend that to be 21 in the draft that goes to the public hearing.
Okay, so that's the way
And
that,
then the public hearing,
so
what happens
I will
happens.
say I second it with what you just said, that we're gonna wait until the night of the public hearing, so we can amend it if
Well,
need be.
Well,
You're,
How would,
I don't think you understand a public hearing that much. When we had the public hearing on the homes,
Yep,
we presented everything. We were pretty much all in agreement. Now, there could have been some amendment that night,
yep.
but we went into it saying, these are the what we're putting forward. And that's exactly how this should be. Now, if something came out that somebody came up with some redeeming situation why we should make this 21, I think, 18, I don't feel it.
Yeah,
It should be 18. We're doing this, it's a public health thing.
yep.
It's not for, and I'm not anti-business, but I personally wouldn't care if we ever sold a cigarette in the town of Ayer.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
so I don't want you to think that we're gonna amend this, or that I will never, you two might change it on that public hearing night. I won't change my mind, just so everybody
Okay.
knows.
Yeah, yeah,
so my
we got you
question,
there.
my question is, are we voting on this whole packet tonight with what we're, or are we going to wait until the public meeting to go through?
No, I
you've got to
think we
present
have
what
to-
you're going to
yeah.
do at that meeting.
So we're presenting, what we're actually voting on then is what we want to present at the public hearing as this is what the Board of Health thinks we should do. Then we discuss.
Okay, whereas there's, on the first page, there's only like three things that we penciled in here from the last meeting.
Yeah,
Page 10, page 11. And other than that, it's the first page, the checklist, number 9. So there's like three
I
things.
just had my darn checklist.
And we didn't,
Really? I am looking so disorganized.
They have a language in here as to how you can, like, further reduce the sale on permits.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we firmed up that.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
It was page 10 and 11. So altogether, there's this,
Yeah.
and then the other, this one,
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
and page 11.
And 11 was, no, that's 10, except in adult only.
11 was this, the retailers, the only self-service display.
Okay, gotcha.
So those were,
Yeah.
it was page 10 and 11, and of course, this, the first one with the legal
And
aid.
actually, page 7 is where the first
miss that?
statement of, minimum legal sales age in Ayer is, and then age.
Where's that?
Right,
This one?
Yeah. on page
Okay, so
7,
that goes
yeah.
to the,
So
that
that goes to 21.
goes to 21.
And that, I believe, is the version, I'll confirm that with her, but I believe that's the version that she's bringing us and distributing to the merchants. So I think in a way, we already, whether we did a motion and voted on it or not, I think we've already given her the go-ahead, but we could, just to close the loop on this, take some action on Mary's motion that the draft regulation say 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, actually, I will second making the draft regulation
draft
21. It's
regulation
the draft
21.
regulation.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
that we go to the public hearing.
So on that page, we put it
Page
down
7,
as
yeah, we
21.
put it down as 21. And then there's a couple of other places that age
There's like a
appears.
little
Yeah,
box.
and she'll just
Yeah.
fill that in.
All right,
So, let's do a vote on that.
okay,
All in favor?
aye,
Okay.
okay. And the other pages were, unless Mary,
Oh, yes, to Mary's point about the permits.
what page?
Page 9.
I don't think we
No
firmed
more
it
than
up
blank
last
permits.
time. Remember, we kind of talked about it, and we were in sort of a how many do we have type thing. And
How many do we?
Right.
We don't know.
well, we
She was, Joan was going to
Check.
verify that. How many
double
do we
checked
have?
because
Yeah.
there was something about Jane thought 21. Somebody else said 17, and that's when she was going to check on it.
Right.
Okay. So we can't,
What we can do is what I had given as my opinion the last time was that I like her suggestion of going with the number that we already have plus 2. But I do think that the gentleman from the vape shop, because he's kind of in, progress of setting up another one, I would give him, in effect, we're making it 3 and 1 would
Well-
go to him.
In this tiny downtown, he intends to open up a second vape shop.
I don't know if
I
he's
don't-
going to make, I don't
I don't
think he
think
has
it
a
was.
location yet.
no, I don't think he said that. I don't think he said he had a location. I think he had an idea, but I don't think it was
Yeah.
Main Street.
Yeah, I don't believe he said Main Street.
And to the best of our knowledge, has any place that had one turned it in or, yes, has anybody turned in a
A license, a permit?
permit?
I'm not sure. The one that I'm questioning is the Sandy's Smoke Shop down in the Devons Plaza.
Well, she left.
Right, but I think we ended up figuring out that they didn't need one because
Why wouldn't they need them?
because they weren't selling cigarettes. I'm
They
not
were selling
quite sure.
cigars.
They were selling cigars.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been the one that was turned in if
So-
there was one.
So before we meet on the 30th for this public hearing, we need to kind of firm up, and Joan would have that number.
Yes, she will have that number.
And what about the one you were saying on Bonham Road?
Oh, he sent in his stuff right away.
Oh,
Yes,
so
he
he-
has.
so he
Oh,
has-
he's fine now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
In
I
fact, he
wasn't
was
clear
very
when you were-
alarmed that. Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Okay.
So no, he was not trying to get away with anything. He just didn't.
No.
He just didn't know. So he took care of that right away. So I'm not aware of anybody that is, selling that doesn't have a permit, and the only one I can think of that might have been turned in is Sandy's. But I just think there was something funny about whether they needed one or
Oh,
not.
she sold.
I don't know.
She sold cigars because she had them right on her counter. I think she sold loose cigars.
Okay. Well, whatever
But
the
Joan would know. I mean,
Yeah,
that place
yeah.
closed, and I don't even know what town she's living in.
No, I don't either. That the place is closed though. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. In fact, I think her husband died, and then she left town.
Right. He
yeah.
was ill.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
could very well be what
Yeah.
what happened there.
So is this we're gonna leave this open-ended too, because we don't have the exact,
Well, Joan will have the exact
she'll have it
number.
that night,
Yeah.
so we'll fill it in then, that'll be
I think actually she's going to check it first, fill it in, and then
okay,
yeah. So it's going to be that number
Okay.
plus either 2 or 3.
and then the next one was on page 10,
Yeah.
prohibition of the sale of blunt wraps,
Yeah. That one we decided we wanted to say except
in
in
adult-only
only.
retail.
So you could sell them in adult only.
Okay, and then 11,
I don't think I had anything.
okay,
Yes,
self-service
we-
displays,
Yep. That we did decide to go with that
Oh,
option.
yes,
Yep.
yeah, okay,
so we said yes on that,
yeah.
We did, yes.
okay.
And
And
then there were some changes, there were some changes to what she calls tolling, how they count the period of time between violations to determine if your fine goes up. So her recommendation was, right now we have 12-month tolling. She had recommended going to 36 because we really don't have a whole lot of violations. So now, instead of saying in the case of a second violation within 12 months, it would be in case of a second violation within 36 months.
Yeah, that's
You would
fine. I
get a
mean, we
suspension.
didn't
I think
have
given
any
our
discussion
history,
on
yeah.
that.
No.
I think the main thing was for her to get that information as to how many we had. I don't think we want
Yes, yeah.
to be known as strictly a tobacco place.
Okay.
Okay, I will check with her and make sure that all of that is taken care of. Now that I've got that date nailed down, thank you, ladies, for helping with that. So we'll confirm that we're on for the 30th. And I think Jane should be back by then so that she will be here taking notes and minutes.
But
and
as
so
far
forth.
as tonight goes, let's just go on the assumption. So our physical office upstairs will be closed for the next couple of weeks.
Well-
So anybody,
The actual office isn't closed
well,
because it's a shared,
no,
you know what I
no,
mean,
the
right?
Board of Health office is closed. We're not talking about
Yep,
we're in with economic, and that's different. I'm
Yeah.
saying the Board of Health Office administrative assistant will not be there for the
Right.
couple of weeks.
Right.
You will check and make sure that the telephone refers all calls to Central Avenue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I will.
And then we've got the public hearing date coming up,
Yep,
and we've scheduled that for the 30th.
yep,
You're gonna notify Joan Hamlet,
yep.
and then what we will do as a board, because we've got a little confused on the dates and times and everything, is what we will do, we will have on the night that we're gonna have the public hearing on the new tobacco regs, which will be at
Yeah.
6:30
Yep,
on the 30th of this month. We will have our regular
right,
meeting
At
at 5:30.
yes.
And what we will do is, after public input, we'll go over any material that Bridget has, any new things.
Yep.
I have not heard anything about, I always think of you about the new place on Main Street, but we haven't
Yeah.
heard anything. The sign still says opening soon,
Oh, yeah.
I know.
but it's been saying
I
opening
know.
soon for almost a year.
Well, I guess soon is relative.
It is relative, so anything
Not soon
from
enough for me.
there. I'll give, for the next meeting, for that meeting.
Yes.
On the agenda, so we'll go through our usual stuff on any bills we might have.
Yep,
Mail review. I'll give the report from the executive board at Neshoba Board of Health.
yes,
And you might have a RAB meeting.
yes. Trish has a RAB
Okay.
meeting
This
this Thursday.
This
I'm sorry,
Thursday.
this Thursday.
So we'll
No
have,
update from that.
we will have that.
Yep, and I will send a notice to all of the boards, or maybe I'll ask,
You know what, the best thing to do is get that from Carly.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna ask for her help
And-
with that, yeah.
Yeah, and just send it around
Yeah.
and send, with a copy. Well, does Carly have the draft regulations in her office?
Not yet. I emailed Joan last week and asked her to please send me the markup so that Robert and Kylie would have that.
Mhm.
And I have not gotten a response to that email yet.
Oh.
So when I email her again tomorrow for these other things, I'll ask her once again that we have to have that
Oh, yeah,
on file. Yeah.
because she'll need that to have a copy here, a copy at the
Yep.
clerk's office,
Yep,
so that she can send that around to
Yeah.
everybody.
yeah.
So
definitely.
that's kind of important, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it sounds like you have a lot of time, but you don't, because we both forgot about another 3-day weekend that town hall is closed,
You know,
for April 19th.
When she told me it was Patriots Day, the first thing I said was, how the heck did that get past Mary? You know all your holidays.
I know, but Joan was there that night.
I
and we were
know, it
talking-
just,
She
Yeah.
was talking about, well, maybe we could do it in May, and we were all saying, no, because we've got town
Yeah.
meeting and everything, and once that's over, it's just,
yeah, I know it. Oh, well,
Okay.
so.
at least we have a backup plan the whole time.
Yes. Okay.
But that is going to be important that she get that information, because you've got
Yeah,
to have it,
absolutely.
and now again, because of that, town elections on the 23rd,
Yep,
so you don't have any meetings here that day because it's election.
yeah.
And the town hall is closed on the 16th. So we really do not have that amount of time to get
Yeah,
all
I
this
know.
out. So Joan has got to put it in overdrive
Yeah,
and get this
Yeah.
so we can, and again, I'd hate to have the public hearing and then have nobody here and hear afterwards, well, why didn't you let us know?
oh,
You know?
absolutely, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
but
Well, we know that Joan's gonna go to all the license holders.
Right.
So the people I think that are the most impacted by this absolutely are going
Yeah.
to know. So. Okay,
All right.
are
So-
we,
Well, then, if we're all set on that, we've got the agenda, we've got everything to do, we've hopefully
yep, we've
covered
got our action
everything now.
items list, I
And
think so.
it seems like a long time, but it isn't because of,
I know,
with
it's
the
not-
two Mondays.
It's not really. Yeah.
Well, and when you have an elections here, you don't have any meetings that day
Right,
going on in town hall, so it's really not
yeah.
a lot of time. So if that, we've got everything done, I would make a motion to adjourn, and it's at 6:27.
27.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we are
Okay.
adjourned.